transition into this from side control up. So again, I'm making frames. Card just has me, we'll go from the cross-face underhook. I probably hit this running escape more from 100 kilos, we'll look at that in a minute. So I'm going to make a frame. I'm going to use this forearm across Card's neck to try and get his head to the same side as his hips. This makes the escape a little bit easier. So when I bridge, I'm going to flare this elbow, and I'm going to turn away from him, which frees this shoulder. Alright, now Card, if he knows jiu-jitsu, the second I turn, he's locking harness control. And now he's going to chair sit and take my back. Yeah, let me step over. Nice. I'm sure we've got that tongue to us loads and loads of times, but I can get to the scarf hold from here. So, from that position. The frames are everything, so when I make my frame, I want my right arm not too shallow or not too deep. So I definitely don't want my hand on his hip, because the Card turns his left hip towards me. There's a wrist lock there. So I bring my elbow slightly around his belly button. My left forearm is across his neck with my hand on the shoulder. There is another wrist lock there, we'll not go too far into it. If you're aware of it, you'll not get caught. So I'm going to bridge. Again, my knees aren't pointing up when I bridge. I have my left knee pointing to the ceiling and my right knee is pointing towards Card. And now I'm flaring this elbow to create space so my right shoulder can come through. And now I'm stepping away to do the running escape. Now my goal, obviously, is to get to my knees, but Card's going to lock harness control. The second he does, my left arm is finding his elbow, and my right is going to come through that space, and I'm going to grab his lat here, and I clamp. So Card tries to posture from there, it's difficult, and from here, I'm going to walk my hips under Card. Okay? Now I'm going to step over, and I look over my left shoulder. Over the scarf hold. Okay? So when I make that connection, the same two concepts, only we're going to add in something else. We're going to lift the head. So, but we're going to lift the head slightly different, because we looked at, I think, on week 2, anytime I get into scarf hold and I start to lean back, Card can swing his legs up in the air and start to sit up and take me over this way. So when I lift the head, and do all the other two things, so I put all my weight on him, then I pull with my legs, but rather than leaning back to lift my head, watch my right foot, I just start to walk it towards his head, which in turn raises my right knee, which in turn raises his head. Okay, and now this sucks big time. If you try, when you're breathing heavy and you're tired and you have alignment, try breathing heavy with your chin tucked in your chest. It's more difficult. It's like your lungs are collapsed. Now try breathing heavy when someone's lying on your sternum and doing that. So when you're lifting their head, you're tucking their chin. So again, you're on top row. So I've made my frames. I'm bridging into Card. Okay. Freeing up my shoulder, about to go for the running escape. He immediately locks harness control. My left hand finds that elbow, and I clamp it to my body. I reach back with this arm, and my right hand grabs the lat, and I bring him in close. So now I need to get my hips under his, so I'm just going to walk back. So just pedal back. Once I have him on my hip, I step over, and now from there I look behind me. So I'm looking over my left shoulder. Where I go, Card's going because I'm connected to him. So it's just this. Again, our 3 concepts of finishing with pressure for the diaphragm choke is I put my weight on him, I pull with my legs, and then I lift his head by walking my foot up. Once you put in this little detail, it makes such a difference to actually finish the scarf hold from pressure. Let's look at that again. I would tend to go for that escape more if it's from 100 kilos. So Card is the cross face, and this arm is in this position here. And because his knees are off the mat, he's putting a lot of weight on me. So same frames, but this is why I tend to go for this. So from our frame position, I'm bridging into Card using that elbow to raise that head, which creates the space for my shoulder to come through. Okay, I have to free this shoulder to get on my side. But the second he locks this arm and he has the underhook coming underneath, my left arm is going to find the elbow, and I'm reaching back and my right hand grabs his lat. Now again, a lot of people will try to posture from there, so I'm clamping. That's all I want to do there. Okay? From here, I'm going to walk my hip. Once I get it under his, okay, I step over. And the detail is I look over my shoulder. And where the head goes, the body will follow. Put my weight in him, pull with my legs, and then the detail is I walk my foot up, which raises my knee. And I'm relaxed just until you find that sweet spot. So one more time. Go from just head and arm this time. Okay, so I made my frames, bridging to create space. When I free my shoulder, he makes this. Obviously, if he doesn't, I'll be coming to my knees and start to get into single legs and stuff. But a good player will try to get on your back because you've given the back. Okay, so my left hand comes through and I control that underhook. Okay, my right comes over and it grabs his lap. Okay, and then I clamp. Then I'm just walking my hip. You'll feel when you get your hip under his hip. The detail is I step over, I watch my head, I look behind me. And that's what takes him over. Here, put my weight in him, pull with my legs, and walk my foot up to get his head. See the way I'm not leaning back? We want to not lean back because then Carl swings his legs up, and I'm kind of stuck in this position. So we walk our foot up, so my weight's still forward. Swing your legs up now, bro. And I'm chilled, relaxed. And eventually, we'll find that spot. Okay? So, let's